Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing visa extension applications, and some rather interesting news has come to my attention here in recent days, especially within this last week. We're filming this in October of 2018. Really a lot of big stuff going on with respect to immigration. In fact, a bunch of the videos we're filming all here at the same time pertain to immigration, but this is arguably one of the biggest ones, and this may be a major watershed moment in Thai immigration history, the likes of which we haven't seen something this significant, arguably in years, possibly even in decades, across the board. But this is a little bit more narrow aspect of a greater theme, but I think once folks hear what's going on, they'll understand how big a deal this is. I heard about this from various different contacts we have down at immigration. Most notably, one of our contacts went ahead and took a photo of this that was posted down at Thai immigration. And so we'll go ahead and post that up on this video here so you can see it. But further information's come out and just sort of clarified things. I do prefer to use press releases, if you will, in order to go ahead and provide further clarity on these matters, as I often find that journalists do a better job of succinctly sort of summing things up than I do. That being said, I heard about a lot of this before anything was really published. It's just when you see it in the press, it's a lot more concisely put together. This is from nationmultimedia.com, so that's the Nation newspaper here in Thailand. The title is New Immigration Head Clamps Down on Visa Tips. There's a specific video on this channel which will be put up rather contemporaneously with this one that goes into some of this stuff specifically more in detail. But that being said, there's a specific excerpt in here that I felt was quite relevant. Surachat, that's the current new head of the Immigration Bureau, also referred to colloquially as Big Joke, also vowed to go after all agents and their customers nationwide involved in procuring visa extensions with fake documents. He was speaking at a press conference on Wednesday over the arrest of an agent. I'm gonna kind of redact out names here, just to do so. He was speaking at a press conference on Wednesday over the arrest of an agent who was acting as a visa extension agent. She has been charged with falsifying tax documents for the purpose of seeking visa extensions for her clients. Let me be clear, falsifying tax documents. I'll get into that here in a bit. Quoting further, local media reported that the agent was handling visas mostly for Indians, Pakistanis, and Nigerians. The agent was arrested in Soi Dan Samrong, North Samrong, after the paper trail led to the agent's residence there. So, just to leave out any names, the thing I found most interesting, falsifying tax documents. Never a good idea, falsifying any kind of documentation for a lot of different reasons. For example, in the U.S., in the context of U.S. immigration, it's considered what's called fraud and misrepresentation, which is a legal ground of inadmissibility to the United States. In the past, I think that the practice of falsifying documentation might have been a lot more prevalent than even the day before this arrest occurred. I think moving forward is probably never going to be seen again because of the ramifications which sort of flow from it. But that being said, I think in the past it did happen, I won't say frequently, but it happened. Why? Well, one of the major reasons was the different offices, for example, Revenue Department and Immigration, didn't coordinate really. And especially in the era prior to digitization and computerization, there really wasn't any real ability to do that. I mean, certified copies, or what appeared to be certified copies of various documents, was about the best that the immigration agents could do in their due diligence capacity. That has changed. The digitization of documentation, the ability to almost instantaneously share documentation amongst various different government agents and agencies creates a situation where forging documents, frankly, is pretty darn risky. It's also illegal, but it's also almost foolhardy. It is foolhardy, frankly, at this point. it's very likely that you're going to get caught, and as a result, you know, you're going to get arrested, and in the case of the foreigners involved, I'm assuming they're going to get deported. Now, what does this mean for everybody else? Well, like with anything, unfortunately, a few bad apples kind of spoils the whole bunch. Those who do have legitimate visa applications, I think it's safe to say you're looking at heightened scrutiny. I think you're looking at more inspections. I think you're looking at possible requests for further documentation associated with submitted documentation in order to absolutely prove, you know, the veracity of the underlying document. Now, how exactly all this exactly is going to play out remains to be seen, but I want to be clear. This is, in my opinion, a watershed moment in Thai immigration history. I think that when folks look back 10 years from now, this is going to be the moment they say, yes, it really radically changed after that in terms of scrutiny, inspections, enforcement. Yes, we had the outlaw foreigner stuff prior to this. That was certainly the case. But that stuff mostly pertained to overstayers and folks who were, for lack of a better term, alleged bad actors sort of out in the community. This is focusing on extensions of visa status in the kingdom, and it at least is focusing ostensibly on those who are trying to go through the process legitimately. Yet again, as I mentioned again, forgery of documents is never a good idea. It's not a practice we've ever undertaken. But what's kind of unfortunate in all of this is that these document forgers or alleged document forgers may impact everyone in the sense that we may see an overall more difficult process to deal with moving forward.